Good morning. Welcome to this 20-minute class, gentle flow yoga, and we are going to use the Sun Salutations as a basis for the flow. But first of all, let's come into a little bit of a twist. So feet hip width apart, hands on the belly, and then we're just going to twist side to side. So just turning side to side, feeling the movement in the hips and the legs, so into the knees, the ankles, and then all the way down into the feet. So maybe even rolling onto the side of the foot. Feel everything starting to loosen off. When you're ready, release the hands and let the hands swing as well, looking over the shoulders if that's okay with the neck. So at your own pace and your own rate of breath, just keep the eye gaze low. We don't want to be focusing on anything. It'll make you dizzy, and if you do feel dizzy, then slow down and then come out of this practice. But if it's okay for you, just continuing to move side to side, flossing out, taking all the tension out of the body. Feel the muscles starting to loosen off a little bit more movement. If it gets a little bit overwhelming, you can take a deep breath in and a big breath out. And maybe just shake out the fingers, release any tension that's gathering up in the body. Now slowing it down. So slow down before we come to a stop. And then when you're ready to come to a stop, bring the palms of the hands facing forward, standing up tall. So tucking the tailbone under, pulling the shoulders back, lifting up through the crown of the head, but tucking the chin in slightly. So you've got a nice straight spine, standing tall. Arms are pulling down away from the ears, and breathing in and out through the nose. If that's not comfortable, then in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now big breath in and a big breath out, and then shake it out. Shake out the hands, the feet, and come to the front of the mat. And we're going to start with some Sun Salutations as the basis of the movement today. So when you're ready, feet together or feet hip width apart. Bring your hands to heart. Close your eyes and arrive on the mat. Arrive into some calmness and stillness. Take this moment to connect mind and body. Take a deep breath in, clearing breath out, and inhale, reach the arms overhead, and then exhale, bring them back to the heart center. So 5 of these. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, bring down. So big circles out, pulling the shoulders back, and if it's okay with the neck, looking up. Feel the opening in the front of the chest. And exhale back to heart space. Shake it out. Now we're going to add the next move to this. So inhale now and reach up and over. And this time we're going to bend the knees and we're going to come into a forward fold. So fingertips to floor, drop the head, look to the knees. Knees are bent, lower back stretch. Keep breathing. Too long to hold your breath. If you feel dizzy, then come out. This is not for you. Come to the halfway position. So hands now to knees or shins, fingertips flat facing forward, flat back. So legs are straight, head is looking straight down to the floor. Half lift. Pull the shoulder blades back. No rounding in the back. Lean slightly forward into the toes. Feel a stretch down the back of the legs through the hips and along the back. Now bring your hands to hips and inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Let's try that again. When you're ready, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down into that forward fold. Hands to shins and come halfway. Flat back, straight legs. Hands to floor, step the right leg back now. Flat hands and step the left foot back and drop to the knees. Come into a modified plank. Flat feet. Engage the core and strong. Lower down, and then inhale, we'll come into Cobra, and then exhale back to the floor. Tuck the toes and push up to the knees, and then pull back into Down Dog. Take a moment here, drop the head and look to the knees. Feel a stretch through the upper back. Come back to plank, drop the knees, flat feet, lower down. Inhale to Cobra. Exhale back to the floor. Tuck the toes, push up to the knees, pull back to Down Dog, stretch it out. Roll the shoulders over the wrists to come back into plank, modified to the knees, lower. Inhale to Cobra, and then exhale back to the floor. Tuck toes, push up again. Feel the heat building. Exhale, push back into Down Dog. Walk your feet to your hands, and then come back into that half lift. Hands to shins, flat back. Slight lean forward into the toes to deepen the stretch. Bend the knees, forward fold, and then inhale. We're going to reach all the way overhead this time. And exhale back to the heart space, hands to heart. Take a moment, and then we'll do the left side. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold down. Bend the knees as you fold. Drop the head to look to the knees. Come halfway, flat back. Hands to hips. Inhale, come up. Hands to heart. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold down. Bending the knees as you go. Come halfway. Hands to hips. Inhale to lift you up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, dropping the head. Come halfway. Feel that stretch out. This is your good stretch. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step the left foot back this time. We're coming back into a modified plank. So when you're ready, dropping the knees, flat foot. You can stay in plank if it's comfortable for you. It's your choice. Arms are straight, shoulders over wrists. Engaging the core and then lowering down. Inhale, come up halfway to the Cobra, and then exhale. So hips stay on the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, release the chin down to the floor. Pull the shoulder blades back as you go. Inhale up. Exhale back to the floor. Tuck the toes, push up to the knees, pull back into Down Dog, stretch it out, push the heels towards the floor. Walk your feet to your hands, come on out, come into that halfway position, and then exhale, fold down. Breathing. Inhale overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment, shake it out. So that's one round of the Sun Salutation, right and left. When you're ready, come back to the front of the mat, hands to heart for round 2. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold down, bending the knees. Hands to legs, halfway. Pull the shoulders back, flatten out through the back. Plant the hands, bend the knees, step the right foot back, followed by the left foot, all the way to the back of the mat. Stay in plank or drop to your knees, flatten out the feet, engage the core, shoulders back, arms straight. Eye gaze slightly forward of the mat. Breathe and lower. Inhale to Cobra. Exhale back to the floor. Tuck your toes. Push up to the knees. Pull back into Down Dog. Walk your feet just slightly forward, and we're going to stretch out through the back of the legs. So one heel after the other, push the heels to the floor. Walking it out, stretching. Feel a stretch in the calf muscles. Keeping the arms straight and strong. Then bend the knees, step the right foot forward, walking towards the front of the mat. Hands to shins, halfway. Exhale, fold down. When you're ready, inhale overhead, stretch. Exhale, hands back to heart. Take a breath, and then we'll do the left side. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, fold down. Breathe. Hands to shins. Halfway. Bend the knees, plant the hands. This time step the left foot back, right foot follows. Either stay in plank or lower down to modified plank. Flat feet, engaged core. Building heat, building strength. Lower. Inhale to Cobra, and then exhale back to the floor. Tuck the toes and push up to the knees or push up to plank. Pull back to Down Dog. Stretch. Walk your feet slightly forward, and let's do that stretch for the back of the legs again. So feel it stretch in the calf muscles. Keep their core engaged. Bend the knees and walk the feet to hands. Come halfway. Flat back. Nice deep breaths. Really feel the deepening of the stretch now as you're starting to warm up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold down. Release everything, and then with a big inhale we come up overhead using the core, and then exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes and take a few breaths. Take the time to recover between the sets. And shake it out. Bring the hands back to heart. Inhale, reach up and over. Fold. Come halfway. Nice deep breaths. Hands to floor. Right leg back. Left leg. Knees, flat feet, lower down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back to the floor. Tuck toes. Push up. Pull back. Starting to move a little faster now as we flow through. Feet to hands. Hands to legs. Hands to floor. Inhale overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Lucky last one to the left side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, hands back to the floor. Step the left foot back, right foot lower down. Come forward into Cobra and back to the floor. Push up to plank and pull back into Down Dog. Walk feet to hands, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Well done. Close your eyes and take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, shake it out and come on down onto the mat just for a couple of moments to stretch and integrate everything that we've just done. So sitting with legs out in front, hands on the thighs or hands down beside you. Just point and flex the feet. Now it's possible to get cramped to start with, so stretch it out. And now let's also do the neck. So when you're ready, drop the right ear over towards the right side. Come on back to center. And then drop it over to the left. Take a deep breath. And then let's do it again. Right ear to right shoulder. And then to the left. Back to center. And the last one for the neck, looking over the right shoulder and then looking over the left shoulder. So just turning. Just come to the point where you can feel it, not too far. Just easing out any tension that's built up in the neck area. And then coming into stillness. Bringing the hands together in prayer. Taking a few deep breaths. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Namaste. Thank you.